work out some self-limiting beliefs together, okay? Specifically the ones I am currently working on. So I was listening to a Bashar video this morning, and he was talking about manifestations and beliefs, and he is a great spiritual teacher. I highly recommend checking him out, Bashar. And he was talking about how we link certain things in our brain to create stories and narratives that keep us stuck, or these limiting beliefs. But they're not really limiting beliefs when you are aware of what they are. They're choices or decisions. You are deciding to believe in something. Well, why would we decide to believe in something that is negative or non-preferable or that is causing stress in our life? Well, that is because there is a carrot at the end of the stick. Your brain has associated something positive with you believing in that self-limiting belief. And so I'm going to give you the example that I have here. Okay. So I have been working on pulling in a certain amount of money into my life every single month. I have yet to hit that goal, even though I know that I will, but it has taken a little bit longer than I would prefer or that I anticipated. And so I have been racking my brain, like self-analysis, as one does, of why that might be. And as he was talking, I was thinking, you know what, from a young age, I have always been taught that I have to work really hard to be successful. And at the same time, I grew up in a household where I never felt like I was enough, because I didn't get the things that I needed. And I also grew up with abandonment and trust wounds, and just always being made to feel like I have to be a perfectionist and I have to be on my A game, and just a whole assortment of things. And I, in my adulthood and all throughout my life, have really prided myself on being very intentional. Like, especially if it's in regards to other people. As a coach and a healer, I am always working on myself, okay, so that I can show up better for my community and my collectives. And I think my brain has positively linked together that, oh, we are not at the level that we need to be in order to be successful and money be easy. We still need to prove to ourselves that we are worth what we as a being, as a spirit, are offering out into the world. And so a positive is that, okay, well, if I continue to grind 24/7 and heal myself and work on myself and all of these different things, I will become a great human, a great spirit, a great multidimensional form. Okay, so I have been keeping myself on the hamster wheel, okay, and having a lot of money and having a lot of success contingent on me continuing to work on myself and never reaching this level. Like, nobody in my life is telling me I need to reach that. Everybody in my life, like, tells me how awesome I am all the time, and how beneficial the things that I teach are, and how I've helped change their lives. But it kind of falls on deaf ears sometimes, even though I appreciate that so much. I love that so much. And in the moment, I understand that. But as a whole being, it's like, we could be doing more. We could be better. Okay? And that is stemming from childhood. And that is a safety trauma response, because I grew up in kind of a oppressive household that had a lot of shame and guilt and fostered imposter syndrome and perfectionism. It was safer for me to try my very best 24/7 and never give myself a moment to relax and be so incredibly mindful of the words that I'm saying and the energy that I'm projecting. I'm about to tear up right now. Like, going on healing. And so it made me so hypersensitive to not only myself, but to other people. And, it really hurts to grow up like that and just be thinking something is wrong with you all the time. And so one of the reasons that I'm so intentional about the way that I interact with myself and other people is because I know what that feels like. Okay, so I want to make sure that I am always cultivating sacred space with myself and others so that we don't have to experience that. But, like, that's not me at a core fundamental being. Like, I'm very sweet and chill and just a lot of fun and magical. And, like, I am very intentional. Like, I'm not the type of person that is going to ever say something to hurt another person now. And that accidentally happens sometimes, and I'm not saying that I'm above that, but I like have really great interactions with like other people, and I am a really good teacher and a mentor, but that stuff coming from childhood is like, okay, we have to wait for success and wait for, super large sums of money, because we need to really make sure that we're at that place in our life where we can become the best leader that we can become. But the crux of that is, you cannot be the best leader that you can be if your cup is not full. If you are grinding your gears 24/7 and afraid of other people's, perceptions of you, you're afraid of your own perceptions of yourself. If you're broke, okay, like worried about bills and, all these different things you need to take care of in life. And so that video from Bashar, like, really helped open up that awareness inside of me of like, hey, there's some things that are still going on from, way back when we were childhood in our younger years, but that doesn't have to be our story moving forward, because now we're aware. It's a decision at this point if we continue that behavior. But when we feel those things come up and say like, oh, I have to work harder because obviously my manifestations aren't coming in. No, we need to accept who we are, who we actually are. Okay, how other people see us, how we should be seeing ourselves. It's a matter of self-concept and understanding that what we think is a positive of being intentional as we possibly can is actually the thing that is holding us back in life. Okay, or I don't want to say like holding us back in life, but keeping us from, our next level identity. And so we need to disravel that link that we have made in our mind and just say like, hey, we're awesome now. We are worthy and deserving of success and abundance and prosperity because we exist. All of those things that happened to us in childhood that made us feel all these like icky things about ourselves and made us hypersensitive, like, that doesn't have anything to do with us as a soul. Okay, that's because of trauma that our grandparents learned and picked up and passed on to us, or, various other relationships that I've had in life, but that doesn't have anything to do with me. Okay? And so I wanted to come on and share this in case you have been experiencing this as well. I really love hearing other people's experiences and how they're traversing through life, because it makes it more tangible. And so if you enjoyed this story or if it resonated with you, I would love to hear in the comments, and remember to give a follow for more.